Hello, welcome to Happy Little Yarn, episode 111. My name's Amy. I come to you from a very mild Leesburg, Georgia. It's like almost 60 degrees and it's like 10:30. Going to be a hot day, I think. Probably in the 80s. I hope you have a cup of something delicious. I have another coffee, of course, as always, because I love coffee. So, I have an FO today, believe it or not. Let's do something else first. Hang on. Where's my paper? I've been sitting here knitting all morning, and I had everything organized, but then I just hit record and didn't realize it's not so situated after all. Okay, let's do the pattern prizes for quarter one from Stitch Quest. So the pattern prize winners, I did a random number generator for post 2, I think it was 2 through 122 for the first quarter. And it came up with post 20. So post 20 was Super Crafty Girl. So Super Crafty Girl, would you please DM me on Ravelry what pattern you would like? $10 and under, $10 US dollars and under. Sorry, I'll get my words together. And then I drew one more, and that was post number 37, Egg in My Hair. And if you would just DM me on Ravelry what pattern you would like, $10 US dollars and under. So, congratulations to Super Crafty Girl and Egg in My Hair. Thank you for participating. Sorry it took so long to do that drawing. But, life. So, I do have an FO. Not my sweater. This came from Torrid. I feel very awkward wearing pink because usually I wear dark colors. But I felt like wearing something springy and colorful. So I wore this pink sweater that I got from Torrid, and I don't think I look very great in it, but we're going with it. We're going with it. So the FO. I don't have it with me because I already gave it to its recipient. I'll put a picture of it right here. It is the Cottage Hair Accessories by Wool & Pine, and it's the bow. I used fingering weight yarn, and it looks like it's got little dots all over it, but I think it's speckles. And this Super Glow pink yarn that was from a Millennial Lane subscription. And the bow took about a day to make, off and on throughout a day. Very simple. The only thing I had to remember how to do was the Judy's Magic Cast On, which if you do toe up socks, that's basically what you do, I think. And the Kitchener stitch. I can never remember the Kitchener stitch. I know it's like purl, knit, knit, purl, but I can never remember what order. But she loved it. The lady I made it for, who had a rough week that week, loved it. I meant to bring a clip in here to show you what kind of clip I put on it, but I forgot. Just one of them little pop clips that you pop, bend it one way and it closes, bend it the other way and it opens. One of those. And she loved it, and she put it underneath her bun in her hair like the picture on the pattern has it. So she really liked it and she appreciated it. So I'm glad I made it for her. Hopefully she has a better week next week. Okay. So that was my only FO. The one project I have been working on this week, other than that bow, is my Douglas cardigan. My Douglas cardigan is a pattern by Andrea Mowry. Let me turn it inside, right side out. It is my neon cardigan made out of Pretty Twisted Yarns, Blacklight collection. So I've got the body of it done, and I'm working on the sleeve now. It doesn't look like I've done much, but I have done a lot. I feel like I've knit on it every day this week, and that's all I've gotten. I was about to that first marker last week, so I've done 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 times 6, 30. That's all I've done? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 rows per 5 markers. 30 some rows maybe? Feels like a lot more than that. Probably because it's black yarn and it's hard to see. But I'm doing my own little arm sleeve recipe for this sleeve. I'm writing it down as I go and putting markers every time I do a decrease. I do a decrease every 6 rows. Because I picked up too many stitches, but I think it'll be fine for my arms. And I'm decreasing every 6 rows for a little bit just to get it down to a normal size. And then I think I'm going to knit for about another 30 rows. I don't know, I need to put it on that barber pole tubing stuff where you try it on and you put it on the tube and you try it on. To see where I need to start doing the rainbow segment of the sleeve. Like I'm going to do a pink, green, purple, orange, blue, yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 colors. Just a little blip in the middle of the sleeve. It'll be like 3 rows of each color. So, this is all I've worked on this week. Like after work, I come home to work and knit. And I cook dinner, knit, and go to bed. Roughly around 7:30, 8 o'clock. So, I don't have much time to knit. But that's seriously all I've done this week. I thought I would have like the whole sleeve done, honestly. But great news is I have the next 5 days off. Today we're closed for Good Friday. My office is. And I took Monday and Tuesday off because my new hire is going to be off. And those are going to be the only 2 days I'm going to have available to take off soon. So I just went ahead and took off Monday and Tuesday because I'm called up at work and I might as well. And I don't know when the next time I'll be able to take off a few days will be. I might be able to take off like a Thursday or a Friday one day in the future, but I don't see where I'm going to be able to take like a whole week off due to having to train. But I'm off for the next 5 days. I want to finish this sleeve in the next 5 days. Can I do it? Yes. Am I going to do it? Probably not. Because I also need to sew. I posted on Instagram that I made a stupid mistake when I was switching over from Square to Shopify. And I changed something I shouldn't have. And now my site is locked for 2 months. 60 days. For security purposes. So I can't really do anything. So I posted that I'm going to have the veggie bags ready this weekend probably. Probably in the next 2 weekends. And I posted that if you want one, I had a link you could follow and buy you one. Well, I sold most of them. I still have a few left. I'm not sure how many I have left, but I have a few left. And I will post those on Instagram once I know how many I have left. But I do have to sew this weekend. But when I'm not sewing, I'm going to be knitting on this sleeve. I was going to bring the veggie bag over here. I do have the larges finished. But I don't know what I did with them. I think they're in the closet in here to keep the dust and stuff off of it. But I feel like I'm just rambling today. I'm very not awake yet. I have not talked this morning. This is the first time I've talked this morning. So good morning. If you're watching this Saturday morning. Have you talked yet? Is this your first time talking this morning? Are you talking back to me? Let me know if you have responded any. I'm acknowledging your response. Okay, I have one more knitting thing to show you. Douglas Cardigan by Andrea Mowry, made out of Pretty Twisted Yarns Blacklight collection yarn, which I still have the other set. I'm not going to need. I am going to post it for sale one day, probably over on Instagram. I do need all the black yarn out of it though, because oddly enough, this sleeve, even though I'm only like 40 rows into it, has taken a lot of yarn. I can't believe how much a sleeve is taking. Let me see how much yarn it was 100 gram skein. I'm sure it was a little over 100. But let's see how many grams I've used. It's down to 66 grams. So that's 34 grams I've used for 40 rows. I'm definitely going to need... I might have to even dip into the... because I still have to do the shawl collar. I had 4 skeins of this black yarn. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I have to do this sleeve, which it is drop shoulder, but it's not a big drop shoulder. I need to try it on. It might be to the point even to where I need to start doing the rainbow blip. I want to do it around here, right after my elbow. It feels like it could be at that point. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're at that point. I didn't know it was... I need to put it on tubing and see exactly where it is. Because if it is that... I thought it would be higher than that. If it is that long, I need to start doing the rainbow segment and then a chunky cuff. And keep decreasing because this is too big to be my lower arm. All the things I need to take into consideration, I'm sure. I will find my try it on tubing things later. Excuse me. Okay. But what I was saying is I need to still do the shawl collar, which is the entire front opening of the cardigan, and that'll probably use 2 skeins of yarn itself. That's like 2 sleeves almost, and I think I want a pretty wide shawl collar. So if I have to, I have some black DK yarn from Sorella. I'm not sure if the shades match, but if I think I need more than 2 skeins to do the shawl collar, I'll just use Sorella and save the rest of the black yarn from Pretty Twisted Yarns for another project. That is that. Okay, now I found this project bag on my desk. It's been there, I just haven't looked at it. But this is a bag made by my friend Amber of AmbyMarieKnits. Cute little Japanese knot bag. I looked in here. I was like, oh, well, that's a striped sock that I have with Felici worsted. Who has Felici worsted in their stash? I have a lot of it. They didn't do it very long. They didn't offer it very long, but I bought like 2 of each color to make socks, because worsted weight socks, that just sounds delightful. But... so I made one whole sock. Normally I wouldn't show this to you because I am not a sock knitter. But I have a question, because I'm on the second sock to the point to where I need to do the heel. I'm using a contrast color for the heel. More Felici worsted and bare, I think. But my question to y'all is, who are sock knitters and do not afterthought, but heel flap and gusset? What pattern can I go by to knit this? Because I don't know what I did to knit this. I feel like I followed a YouTube channel tutorial, but I can't remember. It's got a dog hair in it. It's not often I find dog hair and stuff because my dog is not allowed near my yarn. It looks like it's a slip stitch heel or something. I don't know. But if y'all could direct me to a tutorial that would show me how to do this heel with that patterning, because that doesn't look like a normal heel flap type of pattern. It looks like a slip stitch. So if y'all know it doesn't have to be for a worsted weight sock. I can figure out the stitch count and do all that, but I don't know anything about heel flap and gussets, so that's why I'm asking. I just need a pattern I can follow, either YouTube or written. It doesn't matter. I can follow it. I just need to know how to finish this sock so I can wear these. Don't they look cozy? Yes. Okay. But I have plenty of yarn left. I have a whole... Let me show you. See if I can without... See this cubby right here? That one right there? That's all worsted weight Felici. I have plenty of it. Plenty. Okay. That's all the knitting. I have some acquisitions that's knitting related. Yarn related. So let's start with what is on top, which is Moonglow. I got my subscription, my monthly subscription from Moonglow. And this is Orange Crush. I was looking forward to the oranges. And this did not disappoint. This looks like a very autumnal. Am I saying that right? Autumnal. No, I'm not saying that right. A very fall type colors. I love it. I love it. This is DK 10 gram minis, 75.25. And I pulled the other 3 months worth so I can show them to you all together. Look at that fade. You started with reds and pinks and corals and now oranges. Isn't that beautiful? That is beautiful. So excited to do something with this. I was going to make a sweater with little stripes going through it, but I don't know. I kind of want to use a project for the entire year worth of yarn. Like, how many minis is this? 100 grams says 10 minis, so 10 times 120 minis. That's got to be like an epic blanket or something. Maybe with like a contrast bare yarn. I don't know. I've got to figure out a really cool project to use all this yarn with. But Moonglow this month are the oranges. Lovely. And then I got my Cuttlebumps. Sweet Cuttlebumps. She messaged me saying, I messaged her saying, I haven't received March. Was it mailed? Because it's coming from the UK. But it got lost in the mail, apparently. But luckily she had more to send me. I had February's. And I was missing March. And she was about to send April. So she sent March and April together. But I just dumped them all into this basket. And the basket has a lid. I love it. I got this from Joann's before they closed here, I think. But those are all my 5 gram minis from Cuttlebumps. It's like just all the colors. It's beautiful. She does some beautiful yarn. Like this one. Oh, look at that. So many colors in one little mini. I don't know what I'm going to do with this either. I was wanting to make like a blanket, but I don't want to do a mitered square blanket. I want to do something really different. I thought about a shawl with this. With all these minis. Just one epic shawl. Maybe leave the ends on the end for tassels. Like a triangle shawl and do tassels around the triangle. Or a cowl. I like cowls. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but beautiful Cuttlebumps. I have 30, 30, and 28, so that's 88 minis in here. 88 5-gram minis. And I'm getting them every month of the year. And it's every day of the year is a mini. I wish I could keep up and knit one a day. That would be really fun. All these different colors. So, Cuttlebumps. And then I got Hot Knit Yarn. They were having a sale. I got an email from Hot Knit Yarn. And she was having a sale, and I got these two skeins. Now that's what I call pink, is the colorway name. Now that's what I call pink. On her fingering weight, 75-25. And these are 50-gram minis. Or 50-gram skeins. They're not minis. They're just 50-gram skeins. 231 yards. Now, I have a plan. She had a sale before on some colors she was discontinuing or something. I don't know what it was. But I got a bunch of these. This is Turn Up Turquoise and Hot Coral. Hot Coral. But I got those, and I thought that would be really pretty together as a tee. Like a summer tee to wear. There's a little spot right there. Is that a spot? It's not a spot so much. It's just a little fade, but it's not white. I like very saturated tonals. Almost solids. These are what I like. That's just a little hiccup. But I also have this color. It's like a neon sour apple. And I got it from Pretty Twisted Yarn. She was doing a D-stash one time, and I got a bunch of these minis. I think this is a 20-gram mini. And these are all 50 grams. Yeah, these are all 50 grams. But I thought some kind of striped tee out of these colors. The only thing I'm missing is a neon yellow. But I think these will be perfect for a neon summer tee. I'll have to find a good a fingering weight tee pattern that I can knit with those and draw out the coloring exactly like I want it, because I don't want to accidentally like put a stripe somewhere that's unfortunate. Like, it would have to go in this order to make it contrast well. Maybe do like primarily greens with thin stripes of blue in it, maybe between pink and orange. Like all different size rows, stripes. Not like 1 or 2 rows of each color, but like 3 rows of one color, 5 rows of another color, 1 row of one color. Just really something wild. I would love that. But I have all that yarn, neons to hold together for a tee. And the last acquisition I got was from Nitpicks. And this is Lisa's fault of 72 Stitches, Knit All the Yarn podcast. Because she's going to have a Lisa knit along from Felici. The colorway name is Lisa. So I got 2 skeins of that. I'm not going to do socks. I'm going to do a hat. An enchanted evening cap. And possibly write up the fingering weight pattern if it turns out. I think I do 120 stitches per round starting out. I can't remember. I'm going to have to count one of my old fingering weight hats and see. I can't remember what size needle I use or anything, but let's see if it turns out. I'm just going to wing it. I could do a swatch, but I don't want to. Nope. So that's for the May cow, or her knit all the stripes. I can't remember what she says she's going to do. I think she's going to start the cowl with the knit all the stripes cowl. for the Lisa yarn in May. So I got to cast this on in May. Finally, I got some yarn. Big surprise. But this is to make my daughter a pillow. This is super bulky weight, tough puff in the white colorway, but it's more like off-white. By Nitpicks. It's super bulky weight. So I've got these size 11 needles. And I'm going to do a corner to corner pillow. Like, I'm going to make 2 corner to corner dishcloths, in other words. 4 of these on each side, and then seam it up and insert a pillow. It makes sense in my head. I don't know if that made sense saying it out loud. But I'm going to do corner, increase, decrease for one side, for one panel. And then on the other side, for the other panel, I'll do the same thing. And then I'll seam it up on 3 ends, insert a pillow, and then seam up the last end. Because her comforter is about that color. It's a real fuzzy, soft comforter that she loves. And she wanted to, I told her I wanted to make her a pillow, and she picked out this color to match her comforter. So I'm going to work on that one day. Probably not anytime soon. I might cast on. I just got to find the corner to corner pattern that I'm thinking of for like dishcloths or whatever. I don't know. That's it. I'm off for 5 days. Very excited about that. We were going to go to, I wanted to go to Trader Joe's down in Tallahassee, but I don't think I want to drive that far just for groceries. So we might go to Target this weekend. I think Target's closed on Sunday. I'm not I thought I read that somewhere that they're going to be closed on Sunday this year, but we're going to go tomorrow, Saturday. Today, I have not mentioned this, but today is April 18th, Friday, 2025. So, have y'all checked out Stitch Quest yet? I noticed there's not a lot of activity this quarter so far, but it's no problem. We got all quarter. You just need to make something and knit along and read along. I'm still working on a little challenge or a side quest for the next few weeks from now. That'll be fun. But yeah, go check out Stitch Quest and follow my sewing account for updates on my bags for the next 2 months, because I'm going to sell them primarily through Instagram and PayPal. But it is happylittleyarn_sewing if you want to follow me over on Instagram. But that's it. That's all I've got. So I hope y'all have a great day, great night, whatever time you're watching this. I'll see you next week. Bye.